Good morning, everyone. Drivers in Calgary and across the country, in fact, seeing a big spike in gasoline prices right now. Prices in our city are averaging around $1.28 for a liter of regular. That's an average. You can still find deals out there. According to GasBuddy.com, in parts of BC, regular costs you more than $1.49. On average across the country, $1.38 for regular right now. One local energy expert says drivers can expect to pay even more once we get into the summer driving season, which starts on the May long weekend.
What we can do as consumers is look at our own internal ways how we can adjust. Can we become more efficient in our automobiles? Can we drive less? Look at what we can do on the consumption side. We can't change the price, change the consumption.
You can track gasoline prices, by the way, on websites like GasBuddy.com, also CalgaryGasPrices.com. Premier Dave Hancock says Alberta's $43 billion budget is big, but he says the money is badly needed to help build critical infrastructure for the growing population in Alberta. The budget passing this week with 33 MLAs in favor, 20 against. Opposition parties voting unanimously against the financial blueprint. Former Tory MLA Len Weber from Calgary also voted against it. Premier Hancock says despite the critiques, he says the province's finances are in good shape, even with more demands on spending.
Excellent. We're putting money away in a sinking fund each and every year to deal with the paying the money back. So future Albertans will not be in debt as a result of that. That's what businesses do all the time, and it's so important for Alberta today in the economy we have today, and with the skills that people need today, that we do that.
Provincial Finance Minister Doug Horner also defends the budget, saying the decision to go into debt to build capital projects is the right thing to do. It's worth noting Alberta's Auditor General says the way the province is reporting numbers right now needs to change. Merwin Saher says the split budget reporting style does not follow normal accounting principles. Now that the budget has passed, the Tory party in Alberta is turning its attention on electing a new leader. Human Services Minister Manmeet Bhullar coming out now, throwing his support behind a former federal cabinet minister. Bhullar says Jim Prentice would be the perfect person for the top job in the province. Prentice, of course, is currently working in the private sector since stepping down as a federal politician. Of note, Prentice recently signing on with Enbridge to guide talks with First Nations regarding the Northern Gateway Pipeline project.
I think Mr. Prentice brings with him a vast amount of experiences, integrity, and courage to do what's necessary to ensure that Albertans are well looked after and Canadians are well looked after.
Jim Prentice has officially not made any comments about running for the leader of the provincial Tory party. Nominations, by the way, close on the 30th of May. Voting on a new leader begins on September 6th. The Calgary Zoo is improving animal welfare and animal safety. The zoo is transforming part of the building that houses gorillas, birds, and snakes. There's new vegetation, better feeding setups now. And in the gorilla exhibit, doors have sensors and status lights. The gorilla exhibit, you may recall, is where a zookeeper was hurt last year when an animal escaped, making its way into the secure food prep area.
It's lots of little stuff that adds up to just making it a more functional space for us, making it easier for us to be able to work safely with the gorillas, and the gorillas just able to have generally a better life because we're able to do things a little bit differently back there.
Over the last 3 years, the zoo has invested more than $5 million on upgrading and improving animal care facilities. We're getting closer now to the one-year anniversary of the big flood last year in Calgary, and another business in the community of Mission is just opening its doors. Bin 905 is back up and running. After 10 months of renovations, the popular wine store is open again. Bin 905 has a brand new design, has exposed brick inside, also black structural beams. There is also a new fine wine room that's temperature controlled. Since the flood, Bin 905, by the way, was running out of its Southeast Calgary warehouse. And that's your news to 6:08, +1 right now at the airport. Heading back to Tar and Chip.